Hello again, guys. We are back here again at the NPC show here in Sweden. We have the regional show on the Saturday and then the Gas Classic on Sunday.
What if I can become someone that no one thinks I can be? It's the what if I can pull off a miracle. What if I can become someone that no one thinks I can be? And just me talking about that, I have the hair going up on my arms. What if I can be that guy that people who call this and that? What if?
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
How are you?
I'm good, you?
I'm very good, thank you.
What are we doing today then?
We're going to make our way to Stark Gym so I can get my last training session in. Then after that I'll be getting a sauna to try and drop some weight. So I've got to try and make weight tomorrow. Yeah, so all carved up, all ready to go, so feeling good.
How's the support been then this year?
I mean, obviously I've got a huge support from Stark Gym. There's a lot of people there that know what Justina and I do. Obviously they've seen the progress pics over the weeks, so you know, I've had a lot of positive feedback from people that we know at the gym owners, friends, family and so on. So yeah, you know, I feel like we've got a nice team behind us, you know, that enjoy what we're doing and fully support what we're doing.
Hello guys, and welcome to Stark Gym in Södertälje. This weekend we had a lot of competitors and athletes who were competing in the NPC tournament that was this weekend. We hope you enjoy the competition and the gym, of course. And also on Friday we had the amazing event from 12 to 2 o'clock on the Friday, where all the competitors, athletes, they were working out, we were shooting film, and yeah, thanks from me and thanks from the gym. We love you guys, and we hope you have a good rest of the year.
You seem in the zone a little bit. I wonder whether I can actually ask you questions or not, to be fair.
Yeah, just ask me, man. It's no problem. Yeah, I mean, it's my last day of training. Just saying that I don't need to go too crazy, so just enough to get some blood in my muscles today. And then tomorrow it's weigh-in, so rest a bit more tomorrow, eat a bit more food, make sure I make weight, tan, and then tomorrow it's show day, next day it's show day. So it's all good.
James has been training here for a couple of years, and he's a good guy, and look at him, he's a fucking monster, he's a fucking beast. He's dry, he's really good, and I think he got a really good chance at taking home the competition, like he did last year, so we'll see. I wish him the best.
Okay, so we've just filmed you with an 8 kilogram there. Obviously nothing that normal that we would expect somebody, you know, in the last training. Why are you having such a small weight as well? For those who don't know.
To be honest, I'm not one of those guys in the gym that go crazy with lifting too much weight, even in an off season. You know, it's about training smart, not heavy a lot of the time. You know, I believe in going heavy enough to feel it, but not too heavy enough that you can't lift the weight. But obviously what I'm lifting now is a lot less than what I'm used to lifting, because all we're trying to do now is just get some blood into the muscle. You know, I'm not trying to break any muscle tissue down to grow any muscle. I've done all that now. So this is just purely cosmetic reasons now, to look good for the show. So just trying to keep my muscles working, get a bit of blood in them, and then we can relax. So that's the reason why I'm lifting a bit less weight and higher reps too.
So you put on how much?
2 or 3 kilos, something like that. Yeah. So about a whole year to
2-3 kilos. He's looking very improved. I instantly asked, you added some size? He says yes, 2-3 kilos, as you can see. Chest looks really nice and full. Is the carbs in yet, or
just today. I like
just today?
Carbs, so I'm still a bit fat even.
You see the waist is really tight, the quads sweet. That's your favorite classical pose?
Yeah.
Wow. And you're going to be even fuller, obviously, in a couple of tomorrow. Let's see the back. Wow. Condition looks to be really good. Are the glutes in?
Yeah, it's showing.
The glutes are in. Good.
So yeah, I'm happy. But when I get the carbs in, even though I get full, I get a real carb denser look. So I think I'm not going to go too crazy on Saturday with the carbs still, because I want to look my best on Sunday.
Do we have an epic routine?
It's better than last time for sure. I got myself a posing coach.
Well, you got a posing coach this
Yeah,
time.
a guy called John Lofthouse.
Yeah, from the UK.
Yeah.
He's good. Yeah.
He's helped me out this time, so that was one thing I needed to work on from last time.
Yeah.
Because all I was concentrating on was being in my best shape.
Yeah.
And I felt like I did that last year, so then you just start working on the areas that you're weak in, and obviously my posing was one of them. So I decided to get a posing coach. It was the best thing I did to this time.
Oh, you look great. I'm looking forward to see you on Saturday. And Sunday's the important day, though.
Yeah. So I feel like it's helped a bit more having a bit less carbs than I usually do, because my stomach doesn't feel bloated, but I feel like I filled out enough. Still need to fill out a bit more, but for the first day I'm like really pleased with how I'm looking. My stomach's feeling good too, so that's always important when you're on stage. Good. I actually feel more nervous this time. I think, yeah, because I got first place last time. I feel like
you have the pressure.
Yeah, I've got the pressure of doing better this time, or at least getting the same result. You can only go up like from before, but now it's like, oh, if I get second place. But I look better than last year, but it depends who turns up again. So,
Right, last workout done before the competition. How do we feel?
yeah, so what's the day? Thursday. So that's my last training session for the week, because tomorrow we got weigh-ins, tanning, just a day of just getting all my stuff ready for the next day, for Saturday, for when I compete. I want to say it's a bit of a chill day, but it's usually worse than show day, because you've got to queue up and get registered, and that can take some time, and then you've got to get tanned up, and then you've sat around waiting. So rest day, but stressful day too.
All right, nearly time for registration. How are you feeling?
Good, but tired. It's been an exhausting day for me today, trying to make weight. So I've had to do a lot just to get under my weight cap.
You had a bit of problems with the weight today.
A little bit. I was a little bit over today by about 4 kilos. So just a touch. So I had to do a few extreme things like running a hot bath and trying to sweat it all out, but managed it now. So had to sit in a pool of sweat today, but apart from that, it's been all good. Happy that I'm here now.
So let's go back a week before the competition. The psychology of it must be massively demanding for you. I mean, what kind of mindset, and in any way can you explain the psychological maybe torture that you go through a week before the competition?
I mean, you need to focus on something. I mean, the whole peak week is very planned, so everything has to be done by the minute, by the hour. So you're writing stuff down, and if you miss anything, it's quite stressful. For me, I have to have a week off of work, because it's really hard to stick to a very strict routine when you've got a job to do and you've got to, so it's good to just be at home.
But even then, when you've got a family, you know, I've got a young son, for example, you know, when they want your attention and you've got to get up every, you know, few hours to cook your next meal, it can be very, very stressful, you know, because all you're thinking about is show day. Yeah, so, you know, there's been a few times where I've had to be a bit and say no to Justina. You know, she's wanted me to do a few things around the house, and I'm not normally like that, you know, but when it comes to peak week, you normally have to be a bit selfish, you know, it's all about you and nobody else. You know, she's asked me to do some chores and I just said, look, just leave me alone, just leave me on my own. You know, it sounds a very selfish thing to do, and it is, but I think people who compete, they'll understand what I mean, you know. So you just need to be, it's all about you that week, and you know, if anyone else starts coming in and messing your little plans up, it can make you a bit irritable and a bit not your normal self, you know.
Good luck. Thank you.
So for those not in the know, what is the weighing in process though?
Basically, they need to take your height, and depending on how tall you are, then that basically determines what your weight should be. So I'm like just over 177 centimeters, so my weight cap's going to be 91.6. So we'll go up on stage, they'll check my height, check my weight, and as long as I'm under that weight cap, then we're good to go.
So are you categorized in height then, rather than weight? Or?
Yeah, in men's classic physique, it's more to do with height and weight ratio. But with the open bodybuilding, it's more to do with your weight. So you've got to be under or over certain 90 kilograms, 100 kilograms, for example. But classic physique, it's a weight cap. So you can't be over that weight cap depending on how tall you are.
James, how'd you feel?
Relieved. I was stressing this morning about my weight. So.
Oh.
No problem. Perfect. Nice.
All right. Yeah, lyssna på musiken. Ja.
So what did you have to do then?
They're just checking the music, so we had to upload our music, so they just wanted to check if it had loaded properly.
Registration done?
Yeah, weigh-in's done, registration's done, everything went smoothly. Weight was 90.3, I think it was, and my weight cap was 91.6, so nice under, so no stress there. Stressing over nothing.
So my name is Paul Del Valle and I'm the speaker for the Swedish NPC shows, and this is the third time, or the third year actually, that I'm doing the event, and it's going to be awesome. It starts tomorrow, we have Saturday and Sunday, so it's going to be an amazing event.
What's it like being on stage and presenting these kind of shows?
It's a ton of fun actually, because when I do the show, I want to set the stage for the athletes, so I want to keep it warm and with a lot of energy from the audience. So I want to get them cheering, but then in the end, it's also up to the athletes. I mean, they have to go up, perform, and do something to get the audience going too. And maybe not everyone is capable of doing it, but there are some ones that get up and they really get the fire going when they're on stage.
And do you have any picks for this year's winners?
Ooh, no, I don't. I just want to perform the show and make it awesome for everybody. So I'm sorry, no picks yet. But maybe your guy is gonna get something. Who knows? If you want a vape, just exit the building, and it'll be all fine. Okay? So yeah, you gotta be hard sometimes. This is just tough love for all of you.
Okay, for those who don't know, what's the important thing about tanning?
That you look dark enough on the stage. It's nothing that crazy. I mean, you have to have pre-tanning the day before, and then the next morning you come back again, and then you have a second coat. And if you pay for a VIP, you can have as many top-ups as you want. So if you're not dark enough, then you can go back for like a third tan. So yeah, the darker you are on stage, the better you look. So yeah, that's the idea of having tan, because the lights are so bright on the stage. you know, if your skin's a bit too white and you've got all the white light on your skin, you just kind of reflect the light. So it's always best to have a darker colour.
James, I noticed you're probably a little bit more nervous than before. Any
The
reason
last
for that?
show,
Yeah.
I'd say so a little bit. I think more so because of the fact I got first place last year, so I feel there's a little bit more pressure, like a bit more people are expecting for me to do better. So it's such a big pressure, you know, if you come first place before, and then, you know, if you end up getting second or third place, you know, and it can happen, you know, because it all depends on who turns up on the day. I hope it doesn't happen, obviously, you know, because I'm here for one reason, as the same as a lot of people here. I want to get that pro card. I got fourth place on the pro qualifier last time, so anything above that tomorrow, it's going to be a win-win for me. So third place upwards, I'm going to be happy, but pro card's the main goal.
So you talk about the pro card. Obviously, that is the ultimate goal this year. What does that enable you to do?
If you end up turning pro, then you get your IFBB pro card, and that enables you to compete in pro shows worldwide. And then there's obviously prize money involved. And if you go on to win in those shows, there's potential for you to move to the Olympia, which is like the Super Bowl of bodybuilding. So that's like the main event everyone tries to go for. So yeah, as soon as you turn pro, then you've got the possibility of earning some prize money out of it. Told you that. So yeah, weighed in. So as soon as I was weighed in, I was happy. So I'm like buzzing now.
Very good,
All
man.
the stress is gone.
Good luck tomorrow, and
I'll see you
especially
backstage.
Sunday.
Yeah,
of course,
cool,
man.
man.
Have a good one.
What's up, buddy?
How you
good?
doing? Yeah, very excited about the event we're gonna have here in Sweden. I usually go to the NPC in Colombia, so we're gonna see how is it here in Sweden. Södertälje. See you guys.
So what you're saying about the difference now to before's competition?
The difference from last year, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a lot leaner than I was. I've put on a bit more muscle. And I'd say my midsection's a lot tighter than last year. I think I overdid it a bit with the food last year, so I came in nice and full, but my midsection was hard to control on stage, and obviously with classic it's always nice and more desirable to have a smaller waist. So hopefully that's going to show through more this time. Hopefully my waist is going to look a bit tighter, so we'll see what happens tomorrow.
For all its psychological torments and, you know, giving up this and that and whatever, the rewards are massive. And not just in the placements or the medals you get, but in some of the interactions that you have at these shows. Can you explain that?
It's a big community, you know, and Justina and I have actually been competing at Sweden in the one in Södertälje NPC for a few years now, and you get to see the same faces. You know, I remember some people that I seen today, and we met them at the very first show, you know, and people come up to us and give us a big hug, and you know, people watching this, I think they'll know who we're talking about, because, you know, it's the same people, the same faces, the photographers even, you know, you see some of them, and they become your friends as well. You know, some of the competitors, even the competitors from other countries, sometimes they come back a second year and you recognise them, and then you add each other on Instagram and so on. So over the years you build up like this connection with the athletes, with the people who work at the places, you know, the photographers and so on, even the judges and organisers. And yeah, it's nice when you turn up again for weigh-in and then people recognise you and they call you by name. And yeah, so it's just like, it's all, you know, we have a gym that we go to as well, and it's like a second home to us. And now going to the NPC show, it's like a second home to us. And yeah, it's just amazing to be part of this whole like bodybuilding community.
Gonna be another one.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Just woke up to camera in my head.
How you feeling?
Tired, exhausted, dehydrated, sweaty, stinky. All the bad things. But it was good. It was good on stage. I was in the centre most of the time. They switched me at the last minute, but that could mean anything. So I was still kind of confident, so it could go either way with me and the guy that got switched, I suppose. Which makes it a bit more interesting because I don't know how it's going to be.
Right, so I watched the pre-judging this morning. Obviously, you've already spoken a little bit about it, but I mean, is there any significance to you being moved right at the last second?
I mean, it was a bit of a shock, obviously, but you know, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get first place, I suppose. I look back at some of the videos. He has some strong points. I have some strong points. I think the top three, we all got, you know, something different than the other person. So I can't even guess really who's going to be in the going to take the first, second, and third place in what order, if that makes sense. So it could go either way. I don't necessarily think it means that I'm going to get first, or even the guy who got switched from me got first. So it's going to be, yeah, I think it's going to be interesting for everyone else watching to see who's going to get first place, because I don't think anyone else has a clue either, the same as me.
So you saw the pre-judging this morning.
Yeah, pre-judging was very interesting. It's a close call between Elliot and James. We're gonna see what the judges says. James is coming with a very, very good condition, very muscular density, and it's gonna be very, very hard to beat him. Excellent job. Let's see what happens in the finals.
Thought you were taking a rest.
Yeah, and then I got hungry,
Ah, fair enough.
so I need to eat quick. So.
Talking about diet, so during the competition days, I know that, you know, before you're eating maybe how many times a day?
5-6 times a day.
So on a competition day on the Saturday and Sunday, what are we eating?
It's more or less the same thing. You're eating every few hours. You know, you need to eat more carbohydrates to fill your muscles up, but again, it gets a bit more complicated on show day because you need to see how you look after each meal, and then you have to make the decision whether you can eat a bit more or whether you need to eat a bit less or whether you don't eat at all. So you kind of play it by eye on the competition day. So it's not quite the same, but it's the same kind of structure, obviously.
All right, welcome back to Södertälje, Sweden, here in Better Bodies and Gasp Classic. One of the best shows here in Europe, and this time I'm also competing for myself. Last time I was working, but this time I'm also having the tan on and competing. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and see you later.
So about 35-40 minutes before we go on, how are you feeling?
Got all the nerves out the way, I suppose, now. Feeling a bit more confident, you know, because I got kept in the centre of the stage most of the time, so feeling more confident now. So we'll see on the list. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in the top 5, so that's no worry. And then we just see who gets the medals and what order them.
When do they put up the list?
Probably now, or within the next half an hour, maybe. So I'll go and take a look.
With this competition, I mean, is this now or never? I mean, will this be the last time if you don't get the pro card?
Maybe I'll never compete again. Who knows? No, I think I'll do another competition, probably next April maybe, because I don't want to have so much of a big off season this year because I'm already at my weight limit, so I don't really need a whole year to get much bigger. So maybe if I keep my weight down a little bit, maybe go for April next year. We'll do that, I think.
Or if you get the pro card, then when will be the next one for you?
I mean, that's another story. I mean, if that happens, then it would be looking for pro shows, probably in Europe. And it's the same with the NPC shows. There's a few that are, you know, going on throughout the year. So then you just got to pick a date and then prepare for those shows. Then.
So, what do you think of James so far?
He looks really great. I think it's the best shape he's ever been. He improved so much since last year. They moved him once, but I'm not sure if that's because they wanted him to be in second place. He was the biggest, the driest, and muscles, they look just like mature. So we don't know until finals, but I think he can get it. I think so. Thank you.
So, how are we feeling?
Good, confident again, as I said earlier. So I just want to get up on stage so I can do my posing routine now. So we'll get 1 minute to do our routine that we've been practicing, and then the judges got to make the final decision then. So that's what it all comes down to now, just the posing routine. Oh, is that me?
You're going to watch Daddy today? Yeah? Is he going to win?
Yeah.
He is? Nice. High five.
What if it's a phrase that I like to refer to as Spears' greatest hit. What if? What if? I mean, how many things in your life did you not do because what if? And how many things in your life did you do that you shouldn't have done because what if? How many nights could you have slept but what if kept you awake? How many mornings did you wake up anxious because what if was your alarm clock? What if? What if they? 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 What?
Third place, Hamza Al-Kojak.
Let's go, James!
Second place goes to James Whitewood.
How do you feel?
Good. The guy who won, I think, deserved it. I've been in contact with him quite a bit over Instagram the last few weeks because I've been noticing that he's been improving quite a lot, and you know, I think he's put on like 10 kilos from last year, so he's improved a hell of a lot. So if anybody should have won it, it should have been him. I'm glad it was you at least anyway.
I'm glad we were chatting that with you. Good job, buddy. Good job.
Couldn't have gone to a better person, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
One more day.
Yeah, we got tomorrow now. See what happens tomorrow, at least. So, at least I get to go home a bit earlier today. That's one good thing.
It's alright, rest and recuperate for tomorrow.
Second place is still amazing. Obviously, you always come here for the gold. And it's almost given that one day you will get disappointed. That's the beauty, or like the worst side of the sport. That's not the beauty. Yeah, that's something like it's given. One day you get disappointed. It's almost like you need to be prepared for that. It's regional, so you don't know what they go for. I won the regional and I lost the girl who lost.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's not all gone.
No, and you know, I thought like I had a chance on Sunday, and maybe they will work harder.
So what do you think about tomorrow then?
I think there's weirdly a little bit less pressure now because I got second place today. I'm like, okay, I need to just relax, rethink my strategy a bit. eat some food, I think. Maybe try and fill up a little bit more. And just enjoy tomorrow, not put too much stress on myself. Just enjoy the show and see what happens. And hopefully maybe get a better result tomorrow.
So cool.
Time to eat some food. So I'm gonna get a burger, I think. So I took it a bit easy on the food the last couple of days because I didn't want to push too much on the Saturday show because I'm competing for 2 days, so I didn't want to overdo it. So I've taken it easy on some clean food, so I feel like I can get away with having a burger and chips today. So here we are. And Justina's here already with Candice and everyone, so I'm gonna go meet them, enjoy some food.
Can your cameraman eat as well?
I think he deserves a burger. And some chips maybe. Hello mate. Alright.
Alright guys, day 2 here in Södertälje, and it's Gasp Classic, and that's a pro qualifier, so the overall winner will turn pro today, so this is the big day here in Södertälje. So
Hello, mate.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Tired. Only had about 4 hours sleep.
Really?
But I still feel good considering.
That's good. How long until you go on stage?
I think Class A is like 5 minutes, so I'll be on shortly after that. So we'll probably have to go backstage in like 10 minutes or so. So not long.
You fucking huge.
I think so. How did you do? You got
I got second too. We were so many, so it was so tight. So
I had the same thing. Like I couldn't open up a few times, so I actually stepped back at one point.
I should have.
Yeah,
too.
Because our elbows were like that, and I literally just opened up.
We were arms together.
Yeah, it's not good when it's like that. Stage, you're kind of pushing each other. Yeah, I filled out a bit more today as well. Yeah, I hope so.
You seem in a little bit of a daze, but it seems to be that like concentrated.
Waiting to go on. Yeah. It's not that much time left now, so just trying to keep my body warm. That's why I'm just walking around a bit rather than being stood still. So they could call us out any minute now. So
how important is it for you to keep the blood flowing and stuff? And you know, why do you not just sit down?
I mean, when you're pumping up backstage, the idea is just to get some blood in your muscles, to give your muscles a bit more volume, so it looks a bit bigger on stage. Sometimes you can get a bit vascular as well from it. So if you're just sat down doing nothing, then your muscles aren't going to look at their best. So we lift a few weights a few minutes before we go on, get a bit of volume, and then we can show our physiques off at a bit more better then.
So yeah, today is a real competition. Everything is ready for the athletes. Today is the fight for the pro card. Let's see who take it in all the categories. Today is the day.
Next up, James Whitewood.
Let's go, James!
Thank you, James.
Gentlemen, quarter to the right. Quarter to the right. Quarter to the right. Face front. Excellent job, gentlemen, in the diagonal.
Bit disappointed, obviously, because I didn't get in the first call out. So obviously that was something I was the least expecting to you know, if I wasn't going to win first place, I was at least hoping to get in the first 5. But unfortunately for me, there was a lot of good guys from some other countries, and they're all a lot bigger. Obviously, a better look what the judges were looking for. So they obviously got chose over the look that I had this time. So yeah, it's disappointing because obviously that's not why you come to these shows. But I just need to get some feedback off the judges, see if there's anything I did wrong or if there's anything I need to improve on, and then get back to it and maybe have another off season and do it all over again. But we'll see.
Does coming in the second call out guarantee that you're not going to be getting the top marks?
I mean, I have no ideas what the judges' plans are, but I'm not sure if it's a possibility that they could change their mind. So obviously there is a possibility, so I can't just leave and assume that they haven't. So I need to hang around and wait until they at least put the list up to see if my name's on there. But you know, the way things go historically, usually it's the top 5. So, but we don't know for sure until like 1 o'clock. So I need to hang around and keep checking and keep my fingers crossed that something happens. Maybe they change their minds, but who knows?
I saw James yesterday and I saw him today. I gotta say he was much harder today. You instantly saw it when it came out. His muscle was popping more. He was just better for today. I don't know what happened. We're not the one judging, but I can tell you he was harder for today.
Well, great job. Whatever happens, amazing job. You're looking absolutely fantastic.
I'm so pleased with how I looked. You know, I just had some pictures backstage. I've just been looking through some of the photos and Jesus, like compared to what I looked like last year, I've improved so much, you know, and that's what this sport's all about. It's about improving and being better than yourself from the previous show. And I know I did that at least, but again, you never know who's going to turn up, and unfortunately for me this time, a few guys that were better than me turned up, so, you know, that knocked me down a few spaces. But I need to not let that take away from the effort that I put in and the changes that I've made.
Are you 100%? So you're not going back on the stage today?
Someone asked us earlier, like, can they change their minds? Like, historically, they don't. It's usually the top 5. But the thing is, you don't want to go home.
But sometimes they're checking for other things, you know.
Maybe. We'll just see.
Don't drink too much water, man. Take it easy.
Hi, I'm Giles Thomas. I'm the live stream commentator for the 3rd year running now here at the NPC Sweden. It's a fantastic show. I was here the first year, and that was a good start, but every single year it's grown exponentially, and this year we got 450 competitors across all the divisions, and every division is stacked, and this is by far their biggest and best, so Gasp have done an amazing job building this. But I mean, going by the Classic today, I mean, there was the tall class in Classic was 27 competitors. I mean, this is where I wouldn't like to be a judge. I've tried judging and I didn't like it because of classes like that, because the standard was so intense. There was 1 or 2 standouts, but there's guys there getting last call out. They're in the shape of their life, so it's a tough competition, you know.
That's right. Yeah, list is up. It was as I expected. First call out with the top 5. So no joy. There was no curveball at the end, and you know, so I didn't get on there. But you know, kind of relieved because I can just eat some donuts, enjoy some food, go home, give Justina a big hug, and my son and my daughter because she's here as well. So just have some family time and enjoy some good food.
Can I have a hug as well?
You can.
Thanks, man.
I think I'm more thinking about what I'm going to do next in the future, because I think I'm pretty sure that, you know, that's it now for me for this competition. So I need to make a plan for this year or next. So I think that kind of thought is in my head, taking over a little bit, I suppose.
I mean, is that coming just from the emotions from today, or I mean, is it something you maybe planned for?
I wouldn't say it's an emotion, it's more pre-planning with stuff, you know. I mean, a lot of people who compete, they plan to do several pro qualifiers, you know, in the hope that they're going to get their pro card. You know, so rather than being upset about the result, you know, you need to get another plan in place and decide if there's any shows that suit you if there's anything close by, if you're ready for it. So yeah, I need to make that decision. I need to see what pro shows, pro qualifiers should I say, are available, and see what suits me, and make a decision from there.
So, cameras on.
Is it better for me to look into the lens or look?
Yeah, because your head's up too far.
So look into the lens. Okay.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Anything you want.
We've pretty much got everything during the show, haven't we? Let's talk about... God, we're both fucking knackered, aren't we?
Yeah.
Alright, so... second place.
Yep.
Not the result we hoped for, of course. However, another fantastic weekend. Another fantastic show. And you've taken away second place.
Yeah. And as you said, it wasn't what we were aiming for. Because obviously last time I got first place, and I think it's quite a hard pill to swallow, you know, if you've come first, and then it's the last thing you want to do is go backwards, so to speak. So you're always expecting more or something better every time you compete. But you know what, once you take a step back and take everything in, you start to appreciate things that you're kind of missing to start off with, you know, because obviously you're just thinking about the end result. But you know what, having a look back at the pictures, you know, the pictures that were taken backstage, I realised that I looked a lot better than I did the year before. You know, but obviously you can't tell who's turning up on the day, and you know, that's what happened for me. Unfortunately, there was some better guys. So yeah, initially I was a bit disappointed that I got second place, but you know, looking back at the pictures and the quality that I brought this time, you know, that brought me back to reality that actually I did a good job, you know, and I'm really grateful for the effort that I put in and you know, the package that I brought.